to the legislation for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise today in support of H.R. 4294, the Prevention of Private Information Dissemination Act of 2017. This legislation establishes criminal penalties for the unauthorized disclosure of living will and stress test determinations and other individually identifiable information by federal officials. It is modeled off of criminal provisions found in the Privacy Act of 1974, which have been proven successful. Following the enactment of the Dodd-Frank Act, bank holding and certain non-bank holding companies designated as systematically important financial institutions were required to submit annual reports to the Federal Reserve and the Federal Deposit Insurance Company. These reports outline the company's strategy for potential bankruptcy in times of market stress. As part of the living wills and stress test process, banks submit detailed information about their business, including assets, trade secrets, and other sensitive information to the Federal Reserve and to the FDIC. Ultimately, this information has the potential to be leaked by employees at these institutions. One such instance did occur in 2016 when in April of that year, it was discovered that non-public and confidential supervisory information related to the living will determinations by the Federal Reserve and the FDIC was leaked to the media. A report in the Wall Street Journal on April the 12th of 2016 cited, quote, "People familiar with the matter," close quote, indicated that the agencies plan to reject the revised living wills of at least half of the U.S. banks that had resubmitted proposals as required by Section 165D of the Dodd-Frank Act before the formal decisions were sent to these institutions. In this particular instance, the timing of the leak was quite damaging as it came when the financial institutions were preparing to issue and file the Security and Exchange Commission quarterly investor reports. There's no doubt that this private information has market-moving implications and can result in inside trading. While the 2016 leak went directly to a reporter, this information, unfortunately, can be used by individuals to invest or divest in particular stocks. We must ensure that this sensitive information is properly protected, and individuals who improperly disclose material, non-public and confidential supervisory information are, in fact, punished. This legislation imposes criminal penalties and will assist in mitigating the risk of future leaks of sensitive information. I applaud the hard work of this committee and urge all of my colleagues to support this important legislation. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentlemen,